right, how are you guys? Happy Sunday, and welcome back to the Kneady Homesteader Channel. We are on day 2 of our sourdough starter series. We are following the book called The Perfect Loaf, and on day 2, let me see, I'm just going to move you because it'll probably be easier than me trying to move this book up. So on day 2, it says, oh, let me get that out of the way for you guys. Can you see that? So on day 2, it says that we are going to use 75 grams of carryover, 50 grams of rye flour, 50 grams of white flour, and 115 grams of water. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm a little nervous. I'm just going to trust it. I'm just gonna trust it. I'm gonna trust it, but I'm a little scared. Okay, my experience in baking bread makes me a little nervous because here's our starter from yesterday. Okay, now the top of it, I have not taken this off, but you can see that. You see how it's super dry? See, I'm going to show you this because we're walking through this together. And if this doesn't work out, well, then we'll do another sourdough series using the method that we used 3 years ago. But I'm going to trust the method. We're gonna go with it. So I got my scale out, okay? Let me see. We'll aim it that way. We're going to tare it. Well, you know, my countertop is not always even. Okay, so we're gonna tare it, okay, to 0. Now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna take off that top layer. Okay, we only need 75 grams of this, and really, if I pull this, hold on, I'm trying to do this on camera, but with my wrist injuries it's kind of difficult. So I'm just gonna scrape off this top dry layer, and the bottom is still pretty moist. Okay, so let me just toss that in the trash. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about, I don't know, I'm going to take about 80 grams out just in case some get stuck in the jar. So I'm going to weigh my jar. I have just this little ramekin. Okay, we're going to tare this. Okay, we need 75 grams of this starter, and I might need a butter knife to kind of get this off of here. Okay. And it's thick like peanut butter. So if yours is thick like peanut butter, we're on the same page here, okay? We're just going to trust it and we're going to go with it. Okay, we're at 59. I just want over. Okay. So we need 75 and I'm at 83. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the rest of this that's in here. I'm going to wash this jar out, and then I'll be back, and then we're going to put that back into this jar, and then we're going to put in our bread flour, because if you read the book, it says it needs to be enriched white flour so I'm using bread flour and rye. Somebody asked a question and asked, I'll answer that afterwards. But let me go wash this and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we are back with a nice clean jar. So we're gonna put that right on our scale. We are gonna tare that out, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and put our starter back in, and we want 75 grams carryover, okay? All right, I'm gonna try to have a gentle hand at this. I know we got a little extra in here. Always get a little extra because it's always better to have a little extra than be short in scraping a jar. Okay, 54. There's my jar. Okay, got a little in the center. Let's try to put that in. Oh, 64. See that? See, this is why you want a little extra. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, 69. Okay. Let's scrape this. You might want even more than what I allotted. Okay. Instead of my finger now, I'm trying to use the back of this knife here. Oh, 76. All right, 76. Oh, 75. 75. Oh, do you guys know how much I sweat for you guys when I do this stuff? I make myself sweat. Okay, so we got 75 there. Now, the next thing we're going to add is 50 grams of rye flour. So, what I'm going to do, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh it out just in case I go over. Should I do that? See, this is how I figure things out. All right, hold on. See, the thing is if we put 50 grams in here and we go over a little, it's much harder to try to take it out, right? So I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to use another little ramekin. I'm just going to tear that out, and then we're going to get 50 grams of flour in this ramekin. Oh, I don't want to count that. Okay. Okay, 42. 45. 48. 50. Okay, so we know that's 50. So I'm going to take that, get our jar, and now we're going to go ahead and add now. Does it matter if you're a gram under or over? Probably not, but I'm trying to be as precise as I can for you guys here. So okay, so let's bring the scale back, and then we are adding 50 grams of white flour. So again, I'm gonna just put this off to the side. We're gonna put the ramekin back on. We're going to go ahead and tear that, and then I am adding bread flour. If you don't have bread flour and you just have all-purpose, I'm sure you can use just the all-purpose too. $50. Woo, look at that. Okay, so then bring this back. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and get some warm water, and let me grab that. Okay, so now we're going to be adding 115 grams of warm water. So we're going to tear that out. Well, we're going to be using this beaker again, so we're just going to go ahead and tear that, and then we're going to go ahead and add the warm water until we hit 115 grams. Okay, 1 gram over. Let's see. Oh, 1 on, grab under. Okay. Okay. Oh, it doesn't know what to do. Okay. Just a smidge. Like a smidge. 115. Okay. We got that. And I'm fighting everything in my being to not add more water to this because I just feel like it needs more water. All right, here goes nothing. Ready? Sam, let's get you over here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add this water. And get our little spatula here. And I'm going to give this a good stir. Okay, now that I've got it all stirred down, I'm going to try to get off as much as I can off my spatula here. And you'll notice that the stuff is like legit, like concrete. So what you want to do, what I would suggest you do, is try to get as much of it off the sides as you can and down into the jar. And then try to flatten it out as much as you can so that if it dries out again, all we have to do is just remove that top film of the dried starter and then get to the moist part on the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna just lay that right there, grab that, and then, hold on, I'm gonna spin you around to my butcher block more under the lights. Okay. It's a little better lighting. I might just make the starter here on the island here. So that's what mine looks like. As you can see, it's still super thick like peanut butter. It's very heavy. And that's it. So I'm going to change this now from Saturday to Sunday. And then I'll lift my band up a bit. As you see, it is reading, if you can read that. Let's see. Can you read that? So my kitchen right now is reading 82 degrees. It is muggy and warm outside. We're getting storms right now. So, so this starter is nice and warm. So I'm going to go ahead and put, I almost want to, hold on, let me get my little, this one's damp. I just want to clean off that top. That's the part that turns like cement. It's so hard to get off to wash. Okay, so there's our jar. Now I'm going to put the little cover back on it. And I will see you guys tomorrow when we're going to do the same step. So the same step is repeated day 2 and day 3. Then day 4, 5, and 6 is a different step. And then day 7 and onward is another step. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be doing the same thing. Okay. Ooh, your girl's hot. I gotta get on my church clothes, but I got one question that I wanted to answer really quick. Somebody said, Heather, does that starter taste like rye bread? Because people in her family don't like rye. And I'm going to tell you, no. We're just using the rye to get started. Now, I tend to feed my starter rye here and there to keep it healthy. But once you start making bread with it, you're going to be using a little bit of that starter. And then you're going to be using bread flour if that's what you want. So, no, don't let the rye sourdough starter scare you away from like your sourdough bread tasting like rye. It's not going to. By the time you add all the flour into your bread, you're not going to taste it. They're not going to notice it. They're just going to notice that sourdough taste that we're all aiming for, and I'm so excited to do with you guys. So I hope that helped. If you guys have any other questions, leave them down below for me. I'll try my best to answer them. I'm not a professional. I'm just a mom who likes to bake bread. And I'm so happy that you guys are baking bread with me. Okay, so I'm gonna get this uploaded and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye guys.